So go ahead. Now talk to us about Recovered and Free. I was trying to tell Artem the program's a little longer than normal. So tell us why. I also explained to us in this woke community how you can get away with only letting guys in. What about trannies? Are trannies allowed in? What if a girl identifies as a guy? Can she get it?
It's gender specific. Let's just say that it's for males. If you have that plumbing downstairs, then that's what we're looking. That's gender specific.
Well, don't get all political on us. That's not what this show's all about, right, Artem?
I know.
I mean, Artem.
So Don,
Artem paints his fingernails, so we're still. We haven't even discussed that when it comes to the future of this podcast.
Next episode.
I paint my toenails when I go to the beach because they're all messed up.
My God.
Anyway, I'll tell y'all about Recovery. So Don Radin, which is the owner of that, so it's a smaller place, and what you'll find in the rehab world, if you will, is that all of the places that accept insurance, they typically make the place very comfortable. Like the amenities are very, very nice. And, you'll have like maid service and chefs, and it's a staycation for 30 days at most of those facilities that do accept insurance. And, there's no help in there. There's no real help. And a place like Recover and Free, we don't accept insurance, and there's a reason for that. All of those places that accept insurance, long story short, is they are basically dictated and controlled by the insurance companies. The insurance companies will say, yeah, we'll cover your the people that come through there, but you've got to offer all these classes. And essentially the classes they want you to offer are no help. Then I could go into that, but it's irrelevant. They're just really no help. So Recovered and Free, Don is started a lot of programs at different places, like Origins is one of them, and that's a place that Dr. Phil sends people. And the way I like to describe that is, as as it became bigger, they started accepting the insurance or whatever, and it kind of got I wouldn't use the term dumbed down, but it got sugar coated more and more and more. And and he just eventually branched, just decided to open up. I'm making a long story short here, but he basically decided to open his own place, but that's bigger and harder than, one would think. And when that way he can run it the way it needs to be run by someone that has tons of experiences. He is definitely one of us. When I say one of us, he's an addict alcoholic as well. And by all his failures, he has enough experience through, it's a 12-step program, but the way he, and he didn't change anything out of it. It's just the way he breaks it down and simplifies it. It relates to more people. And he can show you a lot of tough love, like he sure did to me. I went in there and used the term "I know" a couple too many times. He pulled me aside and told me, he said, "Look, man, you keep saying you know, and obviously you're 42 years old and you're in rehab. It doesn't appear you know much. So why don't you shut up and take some suggestions?" And that's kind of and that's making it lightly. That's kind of the tough love I'm talking about. But there's no amenities
Lance, let's just say, what percentage of people that, for me, the rehab happens at rock bottom. Is that not correct?
Just when the person's hurt enough, got enough pain to where, like, if they're being coached in there by the family or the wife, or they're trying to do it for any reason other than they're tired of sick and suffering.
So what percentage of rehab people would most likely have to rely on the insurance in order to get any help. That has to be a high percentage, right?
It's difficult. That's why we stay, unfortunately, we only probably got 6 to 10 guys on average in there because of that reason. And that's something else I was going to mention on the show. And I know I only have 5 or 10 minutes here. I know we've already went way over, and I appreciate that. But we started a nonprofit. It's called Access to Freedom, so that we have people donating. So now we can scholarship guys to go that don't have the funds. And so really, I've done a poor job at it. I need to really get on the ball of reaching. I don't really even know. We're kind of winging that side of it. I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to reach out to the people that have money to donate to us, because now we can and we already have been able to scholarship several guys to get in there and basically save their life. It's a life or death thing, and I know you know that. You've seen that, how dangerous and quick it can go bad, just from what you've seen in me even. But yeah, it's hard. And the thing is, Don, he's got a huge heart, and a lot of times, I mean, it's very, we don't have, obviously, recovering free, we don't have the amenities I was talking about earlier. We're eating ham sandwiches and cereal. That place is open to save people's lives. We're not, there's no TV, cell phone. It's clean in there because we clean it ourselves every day. That's part of the program as well. We wake up and clean, and it's really structured awesomely, to some of those guys that's never had to do anything their whole life. But anyways, I mean, he scholarships a lot of before Access to Freedom,
and it
the
sounds to
nonprofit
me like,
started.
answer me this, Lance. How many, like a lot of times, there probably is a person in your life that would like to help you, whether it's a family member or not, but they're skeptical about the 28-day staycation.
It's 90 days.
So the truth is that what Don is offering to a loved one, a family member, is a real chance, not just wasting your money.
That is a fact.
Because there are a lot of situations, I feel, that do get paid for once, maybe even twice, by the family member that has the money.
Yes.
But they're not interested in the bougie place, at the fancy hotel resort, like where there's facials and massages available. So what I believe that you're also offering is maybe that opportunity that you feel as the financier, that is a real program that will knock some reality into your loved one, when it comes to a little more of a sacrifice on their part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 15,000 just to throw that out for 90 days. And most every time we can work with families on that, because we understand that most people don't have that laying around. We get that, but yeah, it's a 90-day program, and most all of us only want to do 30 days when we're coming in sick like that. But I mean, even 90 days is considered short term, really. Really 6 months would even be better. Even though separation has nothing to truly do with keeping someone sober, but it does help as far as getting a person to come back online fully, because your brain heals slow. It takes some time. Physically you'll feel pretty good in a couple of weeks, and that's what happens. You're in there, I only need 30 days. I feel great. I'm fine. I can go. No, they're a long ways from, but it all goes back to that surrender thing. They just need to take some suggestions and sit down a minute and trust the process and finish the program. But he even lines up after care and stuff for those guys for sober living, and he's got a lot of connections. I mean, that's this guy does. He does. That's all he does. Just like his whole life revolves around helping these dudes. And I mean, just since I've been, and this is the reality of it too. Just since I've been involved in around recovered and free, I'm coming up on almost 10 guys now that's died. That's relapsed. And that's hard. You get to know them guys good. I mean, just like I don't want to sound all doom and gloom this morning on the podcast.
Yeah,
especially
I was thinking this show fucking sucks. I was just thinking that.
But I mean, that's the truth of it. And so if you do have that family member, it is that real. I mean,
because that's what everyone's thinking about. That's what everyone's thinking about right now. If you are listening to your voice, you are thinking about the person that you know that probably could utilize this program. And you're also thinking about the dude that you used to know that definitely needed the fucking program that it probably ain't with us no more. So ain't no doubt about it. All right, Lance, well, I hate to cut you short, but we definitely got to get off here. But the good thing is that we are going to include Recovered and Free every single week. So you will be our poster child for perfecting the 5-10 minute little platform for our viewers. So we love you. Thank you for coming on. And Artem, any last suggestions there for Lance?
Lance, where can people find you if somebody needs to reach out to you?
Oh, that's a good idea, isn't it?
Wow, we pay Artem all this money, Lance.
It's recovered and free. The name recoveredandfree.com, and that's the best thing, or you can reach out to me. I'll give you my information as well. My name's Lance Hunt, and it's not I'll throw my number out there even, because it's 972.
Right when you get off here, you just put your little email right there in the in the comments. That way you don't go crazy and put your phone number out here, because listen, millions of people are watching this podcast. Every